Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Army, and we return once more to the Not For Long stables. And yeah, we're getting towards the end of the season. It's been an interesting one, let's be fair. The best racers have pretty much been put into the breeding barn because most of them were female. Now, I'm not sure exactly how sensible that was. Now, Afro Storm's gone in. We've got Halifax Spaniard and, Ski Party. They weren't amazing, but they went into the barn quite early. They're all 4-year-olds that we could have been racing at this point. We've got a couple of 5-year-olds in there as well. And as well, Dream Cuckoo and Halidite, probably the best 2-milers that we've seen in a little while. They went in there as well. So it's left us kind of bereft of racing talent that I really trust. Now, Barawara and Bo Niku are still unbeaten. I don't think they've had a really tough test as of yet. So I think that's going to be interesting for me, is to see kind of how they come together and actually get on the races. So, we got one of them running today alongside Higgy Forest, who's had a great season themselves. And then the other one will run in a few days. So we'll get to see if we can continue to push those horses and if they continue to win the very best races. Alexigon's had an up and down, sort of a tumultuous 3-year-old season, but is still a very, very good horse. And then C2, meh. Bellamaker, not really seen enough to make a judgment on yet. But again, another good horse. But I wouldn't say great horse. Takiana's definitely up in that great category. So they're the only one out at the moment with more than 10 Grade 1 wins. Barawara's on 6, Bellamaker and Higgy Forest on 4, as is C2 and Bold Niku on 3. Alexigon has 5 as a 3-year-old. There will be another race automatically booked in. That will be the final race, and then Alexigon will head to the breeding barn after the Hollywood Derby. So, at the moment, like I say, a very, very sort of stacked, let's say, busy, full breeding barn. We got quite a lot of horses in here. We're breeding to Derege almost exclusively. Marie already has. We went to test Rey Mysterio there. And Higgy Dat, when I did breed to Comet in another save, or in another version of this save, before a crash, they were the only ones that didn't breed. And I accidentally bred them to Derege in that one. So even though that file got overwritten because we lost all that footage and we lost that season, basically I had to go and redo it, Higgy's in there to finally breed with Comet. But I do think that a lot of those made it to the transfer list. The other transfer list, not this one. But they did make it there. So technically it did happen from a transfer list point of view, but not from a yearling in-game point of view. So yeah, we are in this weird spot now of not really knowing what we're doing with our 4-year-olds. Not really knowing how the 3-year-olds are going to translate again. Maybe liking one 2-year-old over the rest, but that's never worked out for us in the past. And having a bunch of 2-year-olds that really, that's going to take me a while at the start of next season to actually get through. So we're heading back to Ascot to open up the racing portion of this video. We got 2 runners today. I've got confidence here in Higgy. I've got confidence. And again, we're at Ascot. It's a Grade 1. It's the QE2. We're down to a mile. Now, Higgy likes a mile 1. I think we can get a mile. Theory of Law is dangerous. Way for Life is dangerous. I don't know some of the other horses here. There's a lot of Brits that we don't know yet. Pinkstone, I don't remember racing against much. But we should be favourites and highly tipped. Looks like MacLeod with us as well, a Grade 2. Okay, I get that. 2 wins in the last 2, 122 rated. How are we looking? Moving well, very fit, primed to go. I like that. I do like that. Okay, so I don't know, basically, is my my thoughts on this one. I really don't know if anything will stop us is the fact that we like a mile 1. But again, like in the last one, I think that we need to go early. Because even though, like I told them to go early and they didn't go early last time. Not Higgy, but who was that? Who did we actually tell? I'm not sure who that was on. But again, we were kind of under distance, so using up that extra stamina by going early is a probably good idea, hopefully. So yeah. I think that's about all we can do. Chance to get a 140 here with a win, but not without its own issues right now, like I say, being off distance. So we'll see how that works out. We'll flip the camera. And looks like we're off to a decent enough start. Out of the gates fairly well. We're going to drop back. Safe Investment on the outside. We've got Black Dragon on the inside. Magical Romance now coming up into third. Wait for Life in the blue silks here, leading out Mount MacLeod in the black silks. Then back to the trio. Pinkstone, Theory of Law, and ourselves from the rail out. And then Brazilian Brush and Pineros towards the rear. Nice little move up now. Final 2 furlongs. Looks like we're going to hold position there a little bit, Higgy. We're going to go at about 1.5. I would have much preferred to see us carry on from 2. It looks like they're going to sprint down. Safe Investment doing okay. Magical Romance falling off. Mount MacLeod is up there. The final sort of trails of these races, Mount MacLeod can't get the job done. Safe Investment with a win. And yeah, it was too short for us. I tried to go early. I tried to like use up that stamina, make the horse a little bit more tired than it's used to. But the jockey just wouldn't push early. And that's annoying. That's annoying. We dropped down to a 134 again. Safe Investment, though, first grade 1 for them. Mount MacLeod was really close to getting there first. Yeah. Yeah, you've just begun to pick up at the end. I wonder if you'd have gone early, maybe that would have helped. Eh? How do you feel about that, Jeff? Eh? How do you feel about that, maybe next time listening to the actual instructions? How about we do that? Bo Naku likes a mile 1, might reach a mile 2. I don't know. I think this might be the first test there. Adam DeBolio, Viva Ronaldo, Dream Function, You Could Be Lucky, Back Bob Back. Like, everybody's pretty much in this one that we'd be kind of scared about. So, a mile 2, I think that kind of suits a couple of horses better than others. It does. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to line up for Bo Naku. But in the field, I think it'll be interesting to see. Back Bob Back towards the rear. Now that is very unusual. They are making their way up a little bit now. But Poil Amber up with Dick, Dodie White, Louis Ladd, You Could Be Lucky, Back Bob Back, and Adam DeBolio there. Looks like Louis Ladd falling back. Viva Ronaldo on the inside making a bit of a move. Supreme Daughter in touch. Dream Function falling off the back. We are on the outside here of this turn. We're taking a long trip around the outside. And we dive to the inside. We dive back to the outside. Our trip's gone. Our race is over. Bo Naku's done. Viva Ronaldo comes through to win in style. And I don't know. We just seem to stop around that turn. We didn't seem to run. We seemed to stop, and then we dived right down to the inside, and then right back to the outside. And you're never going to win a race of this quality when you're doing that. I don't care who you are. You could be Secretariat, you could be Frankel. If you move all the way outside, all the way inside, and then all the way back outside, within half a furlong, your race is done. 100%. So, 2 trips to Ascot and 2 absolutely abysmal performances. 2 absolutely abysmal performances. Higgy, I expected to get a mile 2. Didn't get the job done. Bo Naku, I thought, might struggle. But that wasn't really... The jockey just didn't run right in either of those for me. I'm very annoyed. I'm very, very annoyed. But it's random. And it's not a jockey trait that you can control. It's, you know... If we do look at our jockeys, we look at Toledo. Like, is that obedience? Maybe. Like, I wouldn't say that's low. I would say that's pretty good. But, like, there's really, realistically, nobody better than him right now. There's just nobody as well-rounded as Toledo. But Jeff does annoy me. Jeff does annoy me. So yeah, we kind of need to figure that out at some point. I think unless we ride the jockey sort of the jockey mount on one of our horses, I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get the kind of performance we want from a jockey. None of those names are familiar. We stay away from another auction. And there we go. Lexicon booked in to the 28th here. So that'll be the final race of the video and the final race for Lexicon. I don't know. I don't know. Bo Niku loses their unbeaten streak. And slightly my fault, slightly jockey fault, but it is what it is. The Tenor Show. Not going to look at things. We're just going to get into it. We're just going to get into it. I don't want to convince myself that we're favourite here when I'd rather go in now not knowing really where we are because I didn't really pay attention. Late out the gates, though. Didn't get off to a good start. We got Pearl Catcher in this one with Shirakti as well. Rock With You, Teacher, Preacher, Stellar Express. Decent field. Kicker is also there just on our inside. And to the end of the earth, very dangerous horse as well, leading us out. So, the front four here, very dangerous. We're amongst that group. And then Teacher, Preacher, and Pearl Catcher at the rear. You never know what they're going to do. Teacher, Preacher especially, what a great finish they usually have. They're a very, very decent closer. They're starting to make their move up now for the final two. Down to the final 1.5. Looks like they have all the pace here down the home stretch. Are they going to catch us, though, as we cross that final furlong marker? They're going to dive off, actually. Looks like their stamina gave out. Shirakti up into second. Rock With You coming through strongly there. Maybe gets them on the line. Gets us on the line. Why? Why did he get us on the line? Didn't get us on the line. What? No, they did. Okay, I was watching a slightly different race. We win. I'm annoyed. Barawara, like, did okay. Didn't gain that 140, though. I don't know what I'm watching. I'm watching different. Like, I'm sure Rock With You came through at the end to win that. Like, I might have accepted a dead heat, but we did not short head. I'm sure of that. I'm pretty sure of that. I could be completely wrong, of course, but yeah, the 5 horses I feared. We had the 4 behind us, and we had Pearl Catcher, who really doesn't seem to be doing too well these days. Really doesn't seem to be doing well. So, I mean, Barawara is still unbeaten. Heggie gives up the season record. Bo Niku gives up another one there as well. So that's their unbeaten streak over with. I didn't see kind of some of this happening. But okay. I mean, I'll take the Barawara result even though I'm confused by it slightly. I think we got... There it is. I was going to say, I think we've got a good auction coming up. Charmer, Quinton Dex. Okay. Okay, this is your first group that you've dropped. Interesting. Green Wardy, eh? And Felina Indus Valley's dam. Okay. Might be interesting. We're going to buy them all. But that's another bloodline that I'm kind of intrigued by. A little bit. Almost skipped the entire auction, and that would not have done. But we get Green Wadi, so we're able to see kind of what they are like and where we think we can get an idea of them. Maybe that's another breeding line we can look into later on. Because I'm impressed by a couple of horses on the track. And they seem to have fairly unassuming lineage. So we dive into that a little bit and see kind of who shows up. And when you get like a grade 2 or a grade 3 winner, or someone that hasn't even won a grade, siring like 2 or 3 grade 1 winners with dams that have not won more than, say, a grade 3, you start thinking, when they're both grade 3 or under, but they produce a bunch of grade 1s, that's when you start looking into things. That's when you start looking and thinking, okay, this is someone I need to breed from that I normally wouldn't. So a little bit of that will be explored in the upcoming breeding series. However, we also have to keep an eye on that kind of trend and keep that information as close to our thoughts as we can when we're going into these normal saves, because we also want to produce good horses for this save. My breeding saves are more about getting horses for the future in different saves and being able to call them in, and yeah, that's not good. That's not good. But we also want to bring in yearlings for this series. But I don't want to bring those ones off the transfer list. I want to breed those in this save. And I think we've definitely got enough about us to do that. Okay, laid back. Nothing from you yet. Nothing from you yet, Philly. I was hoping. That was one that I thought might come good. Mezzotint. So yeah, the yearling auctions. Really, really difficult to find anybody. Really difficult to find anybody. I was hoping Maverick might be okay. But it might be Amethyst Dawn in that case who is the better breeder. I would have thought it was the other way around. But unless that's just a terrible, terrible damn M&L lady, then I don't know. I mean, it could be. It could be. But I don't think we learn anything about Maverick there. I do not think we learn anything about Maverick there. Great cruising burst on this one. Honestly, great cruising burst. Just nothing that we want apart from that from the horse. Green Wadi, Quinton Dex, and Felina. Okay. Albertus Pictor is a decent racer. Muscovado, we don't know. Lavera, we don't know. Xenophon, we do know. That's better. Xenophon, we do know. Yeah, Xenophon is still one I think we go for. Xenophon is someone I think that maybe, just maybe, we breed from. Queen Wadi. Please be something. Oh. Ow. Extra speed, like everything's pretty good. You know, conference is a touch low, enthusiasm a touch low, but that cruising burst probably going to move over 50%. 80 extra speed, full finish, and consistency. Like, this year is okay. There's nothing wrong here at all. It's just potential. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. Slightly hurts. Yeah, I mean, it could be a bad dam, but Giovanna wasn't amazing. Quentin Dex doesn't seem to be amazing. Yeah. Okay, so no breeding from Concerto or Quentin Dex. Oh, I kind of wanted that one to come out good. And also Charmer. Kind of like Charmer, but there's not been much. Honestly, there's not been much. We still got Striker Deal. Although the two that have come through that we've bred to Striker Deal, one was Charmer itself. That was actually a good foal, actually. We double dipped into Charmer by accident. And then Marvelous Value just didn't come through for us. But we like Striker Deal. We do like Striker Deal. And I think... Now, whether that's the dam or not, I don't know. But yeah, we she raced fairly well. She got some good wins. But her best breeding to date has come with her own sire. So, not exactly the best there, but yeah. I was expecting this one maybe to be something. But again, that could be down to the mare there. But again, the only two horses I've seen Charmer fall well are Striker Deal and Striker Deal's own breeding with him. So I don't know. Again, I really just don't know on that one. Like where are those good old days where we'd dive into a yearling auction and find an absolute beast? Like, where are those days? Something that we can actually use. Not that we're making excuses to try and use. I believe we've looked at Knockalongy before. No, that's... I was going to say, that's not Knockalongy. Who did we perhaps get? Was it Carrada? I think it was Carrada we bought in an auction, perhaps. And we didn't like them, so... Let's take a quick look at Rosalind. Okay, nope. Skipping the 2-year-olds. Okay, that brings us round then to the penultimate race day. We've got 3 runners today at Keeneland. 7th of November. These are some interesting races we've got coming up again. Oh, C2 at a mile. It's where they like to run, but I don't know. We are tipped. We are a little calm. We are favourite. Casual Garcia, Manix Man. I don't think this is a great field. But I don't really like saying that because we could just get absolutely butchered here. Like, that's always a possibility. Yeah, no, just go into the race and cross your fingers. C2, I don't know what to make of this horse. Tons of extra speed. Some cruising burst to boot. Doesn't have high ability or potential. I mean, I think we're 75 for both. So... it doesn't quite get to that 80 mark. But sometimes we run like an absolute dream. Sometimes it's an absolute nightmare. Casual Garcia way out in front. We're in between Misk Sun and Coastal Passage. Then back to Compton Place in between Aussie Rules and Prompter. Civil Servant is also up in the mix. Manix Man and Balayo there. Scooter Fontaine's Main Beach, Hazard County and New Leaf all out of the picture as we come down to 2 furlongs from home. We zoom in now for the final furlong and a half, for the fight for the line. We went backwards, Compton Place went forwards. At the final furlong marker, they're making great strides. Meek's Son starting to drop off a little. Can we even head up into second place? It doesn't look like it. We've got third. Oh, we should have won that race. We should have won that race. We dwelt. We didn't run well. We never got into position. We never really fought. We went backwards when everybody else was going forwards. About 1.5, 2 from home. Got beat by the foreign horse. No real shame in that. But yeah, we should have been much better. We should have been much better. Oh, that sucked. I mean, that really sucked. See to her. 4 Grade 1 wins. 129 rating going into that one. 90 extra speed. Half a bar of cruising. Half a bar finish. Like, surely we should have been a little better than that. 50% enthusiasm, 85 confidence, 100% consistency. Surely we should have done a little better there. Oh. Yeah. That was not a good field. That was not a good field. Captain's Covey. It's a tough race, but I think Captain's Covey can win that. Birksey. Dang, we haven't seen Birksey win one in quite some time. So when was that date? 13th of September. So like 14 months ago. The last time we saw Birksey win. Oh, that was a name I was keeping an eye on, honestly. And I didn't know then whether that would mean that Lisbon Lion could be a decent sire. But Birksey was kind of one we were keeping an eye on for that, because a couple of the Grade 1 winners there. But yeah, well, no, good run. Rock with you up there, Captain's Covey. I'd expect them up the front. Hesma didn't run well, I guess. But Birksey took that one. Okay. Interesting. Bellamaker, please, Bellamaker. You can do this. Theory of law, treasure, way, safe investment. It's a good field. Breeders' Cup, Mile, Keeneland. Let's go, Bellamaker. Let's go. Likes to run a mile 1. Breeding distance is a mile, but likes to run a mile 1. So, I mean, fingers crossed. We're at the back with a bunch of horses. We got White Fusion just ahead of the field. We're coming up alongside. We got Borgia now gaining on safe investment and Ballerina. Reverend Green up at the front, liking to make a run. We're past 2. We're down to 1.5 now. The hunt for home begins. Treasure Way making a bit of a gamble here on the outside. Looks like safe investment. Not really finding a way through. And Roller from deep. As we close out to the line, Bellamaker just nudges ahead. Treasure Way into second. Reverend Green, a brave run from the front, holds on barely to third. I'll take it. Runs a mile 1. Got the job done at a mile. Bellamaker, 5 Group 1 wins and a single point increase up to that 130 mark. That's all I wanted, was 130 and a 5th Grade 1. Bellamaker, you've succeeded. Where so many have failed so far in this video, you have succeeded. Oh, we got 1 left to run. 139 rated, 11 Grade 1 wins. The Triple Crown almost winner. Takiana. Adam de Beaulieu. Luaka. Camera shy's okay. To the end of the earth's in this one. Yep. Okay, we saw Public Esteem in here as well. That might be a top 5 right there. That might be a top 5. I don't know if I'm overlooking anyone. I don't feel like I am. We seem to break okay. Looks like we're going to clump together at the front. And the rear and the middle. Excellent. To the end of the earth, Mr. Supreme, Adam DeBolio, Luaka, and Bob back there on the outside. Shreko Lad just ahead of Louis Lad, Ovita, and Camera Shy. Back into Chapel Royale. And ourselves, Public Esteem, Flashman, Deity, all the way down the back. We're going to take the longest trip around the outside. 2.5 from home. Closing down now as we come onto the home straight. To the end of the earth has about 2.5 over Adam DeBolio. There goes Louis Lad. What a great run for them. We're putting in the work down the outside though, and we are storming up here. Louis Lad just about ahead. We now take over. Adam DeBolio up the inside of him into second place. Louis Lad with a great run in third. But even running a wide bend, we didn't go inside, outside. None of that rubbish. We stuck to our lane. We fought for home. We got up. We got clear. We won the race. That's the kind of jockey ride. If you've got to go wide, stay wide. Tatiana comes home. 12 Group 1 wins. 4.2 million for the Breeders' Cup Classic. Do we get 140? Did we hit our target? Big race. It's there. 140 rated, 12 Grade 1 wins. Sack every horse. Just run Tatiana till the legs fall off him. That's all we can do. Big races. We had a bit of a stumbling point, a couple of thirds and then a second. I wasn't entirely happy. There's been these little races now and again where it doesn't look great sometimes. But that's a good win. And Adam DeBolio. Wins the Derby. Gets beaten by a Lexicon in the Preakness. Gets beaten into third place in the Belmont. A trip too far. And then the fourth of those big races in the US, the Breeders' Cup Classic. And he just gets pushed out by Tatiana again. He could have won 3 out of the 4, just not the one on distance. You better believe if we get a chance to buy Adam DeBolio, we will. If we get the chance to just do what we've done with Dorej and breed everybody from him, you know we're going to. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that from Tatiana. I'm pretty happy there. Look at that, 20 million prize money, 140 rated once again. Hit it twice. Hopefully now we can keep it. Oh, what a horse. Absolutely adore that. Captain's Covey. They ran well in their Triple Crown, but Tatiana beat them. And then Adam DeBolio, good season, but a Lexicon and Tatiana have kind of spoiled his fun a little bit as well. So, or is it her? I can never remember with Adam DeBolio. I want to say Mill, and I'm right. Aviva Ronaldo, an honestly very intriguing prospect, disappeared for the Preakness and the Derby. Despite being at that distance and has gone back on to win a ton. Very, very intriguing horse. But Captain's Covey, we do like Adam DeBolio. Grand Diamond just seems to like to run. Another one that we need to kind of keep an eye on. Is excitable. I mean, there's possibilities and Bob back, of course. That's another one. Way for Life is another one. Wrong Bride is another one. If they come up for auction, or if I can breed from some of those males, I will. To the end of the earth, we might see that appear. Ballerina. Berksy. I'd love to see what Berksy's like. And Sin Time. Okay. I see you there. from Marvelous Value. I love Marvelous Value. We just, like, rock with you bred. Bred quite well, I think. They're the one that I really, really like. But Boring's Glory is also a superstar. Irish Guard is a pretty good horse. Maze Boy was a pretty good horse. No Sin Time joins. Like... Yeah, there's some horses out there. There are some horses out there that we definitely need to keep an eye on. Gonna skip that Friday auction. Yeah. Sometimes it's just not worth checking. Oh my god, sometimes it is worth. Imagine that was one we lost. Imagine that was the one we lost. One of the few names I saw that I didn't mention, but Azashena's available. A chance to be a really good pickup. Oh my god, it's all about the Friday auctions and the breeding auctions. We're getting nothing in yearlings. The 2-year-olds, we don't even have information. It would just be pure guesswork. 3.6 basically then. Lantis, Azashena, full speed, that weird 30 to 35% stamina bar, good acceleration post start, runs at a mile. A lot of these races are above a mile, so maybe a mile to a mile 1, but I would race almost exclusively at a mile. Survey says... That's interesting. That's interesting. That explains a little bit. Good potential, but I'd hope it jumps at 4-year-old. That cruising burst is ridiculous. Extra speed's okay. It's nothing too special. But then again, Takiana also sits on 75 extra speed, by the way. Full finish. Low consistency does worry me. Confidence, okay. Enthusiasm looks like, a very decent bar there as well. We're probably not going to deteriorate until 5, maybe 5-year-old. So that's not too bad. Maturity rate, there is room to grow. So hopefully that potential bar goes up and that consistency bar doesn't, really hurt another horse. We've raced with low consistency. Sometimes it does hurt, sometimes it doesn't. Horses like Battle Dat, for example, had really low consistency. I didn't even want to attempt that. So we're going to see how she runs as a 3-year-old next season. But... yeah, Marie W actually had a 10 consistency. So if that's not a problem for Marie, it might not be a problem here. Although Marie had a ton of extra speed. Yeah, a ton. Okay, that's interesting. I don't want you running in the Hollywood Derby. I don't want you running in there. 4 million. That could be good. We get 2 or 3 good falls. That's basically going to pay for itself. And maybe, just maybe, we run it next season and it's okay. Spicebird. Grade 2. Okay, wins a normal grade 2. Moves up to a mile 1 and gets done. That was just a terrible race. So slowly away. Probably half a length to a length there. Short of room. Another bit again. So that's another length and a half. So probably 2.5 there. Plus being off distance. That's another length. We're probably up near the front there. A round kicker who's been, honestly, not running too badly lately. Just behind some top horses. So... it might be okay. Again, I think it's worth the price of admission. So let's go see. Let's go see. Ooh, no, I was wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Not good. Friday auction. Portrait Royale. Portrait Royale. They ran the breeder stakes. Juvenile fillies, they ran okay, and that might be what I remember them from. Probably not. Is it from one of you guys? Woven Silk. That's why I know these names because I've been scouting, but I hate feeling confused, but I am. Okay, but that's why I liked Woven Silk. And that's why I kept an eye on Port Royale. But I don't know why we go from winning a grade 2 to coming third in a grade 1 in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. That's a pretty big 2-year-old race. But then we go all the way up to a mile 4 for some reason, which maybe we just gained a ton of distance here and they went for it, but that wasn't great. But then we dive down to mile 2 and then just handicap a mile 4. So surely you stick at a mile 4. Or you go to a mile 3. You go for grade 1, grade 2s. I don't know. And so many of these have come up really poorly. These grade 2s have come up really poorly. Now this isn't really for Portrait Royale itself. It's mainly to see what Charlie and Silk might be like. Yeah, we can't really tell. One of them's probably good, one of them's probably bad. Okay. I choose to believe that Silk is probably a decent enough dam. I choose to believe that. So, yeah, not going to look at the 2-year-olds. We're going to get right on then to our final race of the season here for... Wow, why am I blanking? Come on, I know. Alexagon. Yes. So they will go to the breeding barn. We might put them back out as a 4-year-old and race them and then breed them towards the end of next season. Similar deal. I'm not entirely sure. Icaressa. Birksey's back in this one to the end of your Teacher Preacher. Couple other grade 1s. Not a bad field. Not a great field. Not a bad field. Hollywood Derby. Ooh. Okay. That was a weird look to open things up. Birksey to the end of the earth. Ourselves away quite well. We drop back to Stork to the end of the earth alongside a bunch of other good horses. Teacher Preacher at the rear. Birksey drops way behind and is sideways. So much sideways. If they put up a good fight, then they could have won on another day. Dubai Sunrise up there. We got Red Shoe. Icaressa now making a move. Oh, Tars there. We're struggling to find a way through. We need to go to the outside. We need to go. Foot down. Such a poor jockey ride there. Waited so long. That's just cost us that race. I don't even want to deal with that. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to deal with it. Tatiana, you're our only hope. Pull us out of this. This is a nosedive. Pull us out of this. I don't trust anybody else. Right now, I don't trust anyone else on track. I'm sorry, but that's literally the way it is right now. That is the way it is. Hi. Mandalay King's got winners everywhere. Stakes winners, that's what I should be looking at. Not winners, stake winners. 9 for Prince de Bury. Every single fall apart from Montrath. Every single one. And it's either 4-year-old or 3-year-old. It's one or the other. Okay. Interesting. Okay, where's the stake wins here? These are feature races. These aren't stake wins. Are they? Maybe. I'm not sure what they mean by stakes wins. I thought it would be like for a big race. Maybe those feature races count for that. Maybe they do. But for some reason I was equating it to graded races. Like, oh my god, they've like foaled 9 horses that have won graded races, and that's not the case. King's Chorus has got 17. But King's Chorus has got 7 Grade 1 winners, you know? Like, that's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Ash's Star. Did we ever breed from Ash's Star? It's got a high percentage of stake winners again. Charmer. Rey Mysterio we're testing with Marie W right now. So my boy we have tested before. Xenophon's in there. Abu Harith. Ictobus. Okay. Maybe this is a column we need to pay more attention to. Average earnings as well, but... yeah, we 1030 Miss Mercy. It's a pretty good sire there, perhaps. Perhaps. I don't know, I'm starting to sort through different sort of different columns and seeing some of the names show up in some in others. Yeah, Dereg for now. Dereg for now. Okay, so we're in the final month. We're down to just 6 colts. All 4 years of age. Tatiana is good. Bold Niku should be good, but should be. I don't know. There's just not very many mile 1s. Barawara at a mile 2. I think that works. I think that does work. I'm happy with Tatiana and Barawara at a mile 2. Bold Niku at a mile 1. C2 like should be so good, but just isn't. I'll see as a 5-year-old. That's not going to be bred from just yet. So I got Tatiana and Barawara at the mile 2. I got Higgy Forest and Bold Niku at a mile 1. And then Bella Maker at a mile 1 or a mile 2. And I just don't know. But yeah, it's going to be difficult to book races with that many horses running a very similar distance. And no fillies as well. There are fillies only races, but we don't actually have the opportunity to run those. So I've got some choices to look at here, I guess, and try and figure out what I'm going to do. So we're up to 20 in the breeding barn. We don't have many sales left either. We've got basically a yearling sale towards the end of the year. And whatever Friday auctions we want to look at. But we've possibly got 2 grade 1 mile 2 horses. And then probably 3 mile 1 for a grade 1. So if I look at a mile 2 on here until basically the end of the season, there's a single race, Hong Kong Cup. Tatiana and Barawara running that. And I kind of want to give that to Barawara, honestly. Because that's going to be the only race any of them see. And then we got the Champions Cup coming up. and that should go to who? Ooh, that's a difficult choice to make. And then we got a grade 2 there. Yeah, I don't think we get a mile 4. Do we just double dip? Tatiana and Barawara run the same race on the same day. And then Bo Niku, Bellamaker, and Higgy run the same race there too. Like, I can't pick. So, I think I'm just going to do that because there aren't any other races. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip. Oh my god, Tar from King's Chorister. Tar's there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm going to go through Friday auctions. I'm going to buy all these horses. I'm going to skip through the video. We'll check Tar and run these races. Then I'm going to go through to the end of the season at auctions. If there's anything else, you will see it. If not, then we'll know there was nothing. So we're running a little bit long, but I want to get this season done. We got 2 races, 1 auction, and a bunch of Friday auctions. So let me get to it. We'll come back when we have something exciting. Okay, just over 1.9 gets us Tar. There's a bit of battling qualities, which makes me believe Miss Boops has it, because we've bred the King's Chorister and never got battling qualities. If that's this save, that might be a different save, because King's Chorister's one and Royal Defense is one that I've seen in 2 or 3 different saves actually be very, very good breeders. So there is that. Decent extra speed. Everything looks okay-ish. Just need more potential. So I still think King's Chorister's a pretty good sire, but I don't think it's as amazing as I'd built it up to be. The lineage that it's siring is really good, but I don't think they're up at our horses' levels. So you got Dream Function with 2, you got Tar with 1, Bloomy has 1, Cassidia is already breeding at age 4, only 1. Morning Muse has 2, Lover's Luck has 1, and Moraheb is the biggest, best one at 4. So when you look at that side of things, it looks really good, but there aren't any it hasn't sired a superstar. Morning Muse, 2, 5, and 1. Mahaweb, 4, 0, 1. So there's that. So Tar, decent, but not really good enough. And I am an idiot. I clicked, but apparently it never selected the mile 1 race. So you might have seen that. So we got 7, we got 7 runners. We haven't got 7 runners. We got 5 runners in a 9-horse field. Tatiana to win, the other 4 to make up the rest of the top 5 would please me. I don't think they've all got the distance for this. Barawara should run well. Higgy Forest might run well. Bellamaker, Bo Niku, I'm not convinced at this distance. The Paddy Man's in here as well. But there we go. It's kind of weird. Green Hat's Tatiana. The other 4 have all got on the purple caps. So yeah, Barawara up into 2nd place. Make my mark alongside us there. Then our remaining 3 with Some Secret and the Paddy Man against the rail. So Barawara leads this Chris Orme Stakes here at Hong Kong. At Sha Tin Racecourse. Oh, Higgy Forest making a move up. Here comes Bellamaker. We've got Barawara in the mix. Tatiana yet to go. Final 2 furlongs. Bo Niku now making up some ground. Make my mark. Is currently holding 5th place. But we've got top 5. We've got the top 5 in this race. There's a three-way dance at the front. As we come down to the final half of Furlong, Takiana trying to make up the distance. Bellamaker being fantastic here. Bonaku spirited. Bellamaker picks up the win, you know. Bellamaker picks up the win. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? Pretty much lowest cruising burst, lowest extra speed, but the most ability. 5th place Bonaku, 4th place Barawara. Bit of a shocking run from them, honestly. Higgy Forest in 3rd. Takiana, 2.5 behind Bellamaker. Please don't take my 140 away. Oh! I knew we'd probably have to win to hold it. We hold on Bonaku. We drop 6 points on Barawara. We drop 3 points on Higgy Forest. We drop 3 points on Takiana. Bellamaker gains 4. I mean, 134, 137, 131, 132, 128. Bonaku. So close, but I messed up. And yeah, that wasn't even a great run from Bellamaker at all. Like, if you look here, it says ran in snatches. Like, just didn't run that well. Oh, it's crazy. But Bonaku, Barawara, Higgy 4 is pretty much a dead heat there between the three of those. That was a great race. Takiana made up some late distance there. Are you you're the apprentice jockey. Oh my god. Is it just because of the weight advantage Bellamaker won? I don't know. What a way to end the season. Yeah. Oh, good timing. Oh, good timing. Not good racing. What's I mean, it could be something. It's not going to be anything. Nope, take that away from me. Right, I'll be back if there's anything in these Friday auctions. Okay, we bought out an auction, and there's a couple of interesting names in here. So, we've got Abul Harith, who we really, really liked, and who we've bred from before. A very solid horse. Very, very solid horse indeed. Castledown Boy is... I mean, you know, it's weird. Get the 60th or 70th age too. You know, that's not bad. If we can gain sort of 45 to 50 cruising burst on this. I mean, that might be okay. That's not exactly... Yeah, that's not exactly where we want to be. It's just going to be Anna Harith from now on. That's an interesting opener. That is an interesting opener. Celtic Land from Quinton Dex. Not expecting much. Again, just missing potential. There's something there, but that bloodline, like back through Quinton Dex to Concerto, I'm just not sure. A Slack Alice or a Rey Mysterio. We're now breeding with Rey Mysterio. So it's a good chance to see maybe how good they might be. But they fold some great ones. Again, you know, there's 2 there. 1 there. 1. Like 1, 3... 5 from Sway, but retired. So, I don't know. Unchangeable. We don't really know much about them either. Peppy Priscilla, Indian River, never kind of ran as well as I thought it should. Never really jumped up to a grade 1. I think that would be possibly how I would push it. But Pepe Presea as well has only got that one grade 1. Had to have a visor. I'm not entirely sure here, but Slack Alice is okay, but not great. Okay, that doesn't fill me with confidence. Breeding from Ray this year. Luckily, we only bred 1. Don't know any of these horses. Don't really like. I mean, Cruising Burst is great. Somebody's got great Cruising Burst there, but it's not worth looking into. Comet, we're breeding now from them. Comangel has come from them. A very, very decent horse. So, again, a little bit of a hope here. Flawless Finish has bred only 1 mare. Only 1 mare. Only been the broodmare once. That Start Fast being that full. And that's interesting. That is interesting. Well, Flawless Finish must not be a very good dam. That just doesn't line up at all. Okay. Magister Ludi, don't really know these horses. Another interesting one, bit of potential away, but interesting nonetheless. Trucker's Princess, Matahari Blue back again. Just needs potential. Absolute Princess. Absolutely not. And okay. Doesn't seem like much there. Like the whole year we've... Okay, never mind. The whole year I was going to say that we've kind of gone into these auctions, kind of got battered around a little bit. It's still not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. That's not the best potential in the world, but we could fill it. We could actually fill it as a 2-year-old, and that means if it gained to 75, 80 as a 3-year-old, we could be there. That's kind of where we're running right now as 3 and 4-year-olds, around that 80 mark. Might take a while to develop. A little Frano, you know, that's okay. So it's going to be Breezy Bridger. So we got Anna Harith and Breezy Bridger. Both of which aren't really good. I mean, one of which comes from Abdul Harith, the other one comes from Marvelous Value. You know, we rate those. We do rate those. So, yeah, I mean, okay. A couple of those that we thought might come from good places just didn't end up that way, like Comet and a couple of others. One last thing I want to look at. The 5 that have joined us. Comet and Higgydat. Okay, current event. How good's Higgydat before we start? Pretty damn good. Current event is pretty damn good too. Oh my god, that is great. Yes, low enthusiasm. I mean, please. I think Black W suffered from low enthusiasm. I think Marie suffered from confidence, apparently. Let's Higgydat. I think I've got a Comodat, so I'm going to put a space in there for now. I might have one of those on the transfer list somewhere. But okay, we got Comodat. Rey Mysterio here as well. And Marie. Like I say, Marie does suffer from consistency issues, but elsewhere, she was pretty good. Oh, yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Chance to get 50% cruising burst, full finish and consistency. Enthusiasm, confidence, a touch low, but okay. Possibility to max that out at 70 ability through the 2-year-old season. And then whatever we gain, we can fill in the 3-year-old season. Great extra speed. I love this horse right now. Yes, Ray has solved some of the problems Marie had. Okay. So Marie Mysterio. That might be better as 2 words. Let's... There we go. Marie Mysterio. Quite nice. So the 2 that we've just bought may or may not make it. Mrs. Blobby's kind of there with them. Probably a little bit worse than them, but may or may not make it. Then we got our 3 British battlers who may... Like, at least one of those should make it. 2 of them should. Third, I'm not sure. So yeah, we got 2 possibles in that 3. We got 2 possibles down here. These 2 look really good. We got British Pearl, who looks really good. And okay, Safranana and Darej. Please. Show me the goods. Solid. It's not amazing. I mean, gain a bit of adaptability, a tiny bit of confidence. Potential might go up. Cruising burst probably lose a tiny bit on, lose a tiny bit of extra speed. Sorry, gain a tiny bit of extra speed. But yeah, okay. Daranana, I guess. We've gone from Mariana to Safranana to Takiana to no Daranana. How about that? But solid. So there we go. That's what we're going to be playing with next season. They've aged up quickly. So those 3 join us a little more quickly than they probably should have. We've gained another couple of decent horses back here that I'm excited to see run. And yeah, then we got British Pearl and the other 3 who, again, may or may not make it. Next season, we possibly just breed from Dat Fang straight up and down. And then retire them from the breeding pool, because there's a lot to like there. And then we've got a few other names we can breed from over the next couple of years. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I'll see you next season, though. This is how we end season 1, with a ton in the field, a ton in the breeding barn. Still some out here making moves. And we were 55 of 101 for 46.5 million prize money. We end on 32.75 million, because your boy out here at the auctions throwing cash around like he's basically owner of Godolphin or Kumo or one of the really big stables. And I guess that's kind of where we are. But I'll see you back here for next season. Thanks very much for the support. Let me know what you thought of this year and our horses, the decisions we made. Any yearlings you like, any 2-year-olds you're expecting to go for Triple Crown, hit me up. Let me know. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill by now. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care, stay safe, and wish me luck. We've got a long way to go.